All right, so to the Nigerian army, yesterday, you people put out a press statement where you admitted that you arrested Justice Crack. Now, before you put out this press statement, Justice Crack was already missing for a whole 3 days. Nobody heard anything from him, not his family, not his friends. Everybody, social media, they were all looking for him. You people did not say anything until yesterday where you admitted. Yesterday being the 4th day. So you had him in your custody for 3 whole days. 3 whole days, which you don't have the constitutional power to do that. You people are not a law enforcement agency. So what power, what right did you have to hold Justice Crack for a whole 3 days in your custody? That is a breach of his fundamental human right, of his constitutional rights. Number one. Number two, who gave you the power, Nigerian army, to arrest a civilian and keep him in your custody for 3 days? The highest you can do, the highest the constitution provides for you, is to keep that person in your custody for 24 hours. That is if a court, you don't have a court close to the area where you arrested the person or close to your barrack. The highest you can do again is 2 days if the court is very far, but not 3 days. Again, I will not call what you did to Justice Crack an arrest, because what did you arrest him for? You people kidnapped Justice Crack. Now, in your press statement, you people said it was being investigated. Who gave you that constitutional power to investigate a civilian? Since you don't have the power, the constitutional power to prosecute a civilian, why are you arresting and why are you investigating? This is a breach of law and order, Nigerian army. It is a breach of law and order. You don't have that power to do that. Now, I will read from your press statement, right? I will start from the bottom. You said Justice Chidebere was picked up by the Nigerian army alongside soldiers for investigation. Like I said, since you don't have the constitutional power to prosecute, you are not a law enforcement agency. Why did you investigate him? What for? That is why I said you kidnapped him. Now, you said Justice Crack was picked by the Nigerian army alongside soldiers for investigation. That is not true. Based on my calculation, you people arrested Justice Crack first, and you forced him to present the soldiers that sent him information that the soldiers are not properly taken care of and the food they are eating is not okay for them. So you kidnapped him and tortured him. Now, this country is crazy. Now, they said, I'll go up. While the matter is being investigated for breach of the Armed Forces social media policy and attempt to misinform the public, preliminary reports revealed that the soldier discussed a wide range of issues with Justice Chidebere, who seemed to be inciting soldiers to create discontent within the system. An example was a chat bordering on subversion which Chidebere had with the soldiers. It is important to state that the situation where civilians cultivate vulnerable personnel towards acts of subversion has far-reaching implication and discipline and national security. What I just read now is a cover-up story. You people know that what you people did is wrong. You are just looking for a way to save your face. Like I said, how did you conclude with this information? How did you come to a conclusion that there was a chat between the both of them? You know why I asked? Because you don't have the constitutional power to investigate. So therefore, whatever thing that you people will come out tomorrow to say that you see, you people made that up. Whatever investigation that you people got from Chidebere or whatever information you got from him, you people probably tortured him to give you that information. Like I said, you don't have the constitutional power to investigate because you are not a law enforcement agency. You cannot prosecute. So why did you investigate? Now, whatever thing that made you people arrest Justice Chidebere, why didn't you tell the police? If you are suspecting the young man for whatever reason, you are meant to inform the police that, oh, there's this Justice Crack. There's an XYZ information that is being posted on social media that is not supposed to be there. We want to know how he got this information because it is a breach of blah, blah, blah with the armed forces. Then the police are meant to invite Justice Crack or maybe arrest him on your behalf, do a forensic on his phone and give you people a data analysis or a comprehensive investigation and point out the soldiers that are feeding him this information. That would have been the best route to go. But you people took laws into your hands and you kidnapped him. And with this information that you people put out there, you definitely tortured that young man, which is not in your power to do that. And again, you kept him in your custody for 3 days. That is a breach of his constitutional right according to Section 35 of the 1999 Constitution. So, Nigerian Army, what am I trying to say? I saw this line. I know what you people mean by this line. This line where you people say, an example was the child bordering on subversion, which Justice Chidebere had with the soldiers. It is important to state that the situation where civilians cultivate vulnerable, what do you mean by cultivate vulnerable personnel towards? What do you mean by that? It was the soldier that sent him information. It was not Justice Chidebere that go to told soldiers. So what you people are trying to say here is, Justice Chidebere, Justice Clark go meet soldier, they tell and say, Alpha now, give me information now, make I tell you now, I don't they suffer. Mo go scatter this country. Come on! Wanna stop that thing, I beg. Nigerian Army, wanna stop that thing. Wanna stop him. What do you mean by that? So in a nutshell, what these people are trying to say here, when they said, an example was a child bordering on subversion, which Chidebere had with the soldiers. It is important to state that the situation where civilians cultivate vulnerable personnel towards acts of subversion has far-reaching implications on discipline and national security. When they don't come national security, when I want to look for a way, go put reason for that boy, like I calculated and I saw before. You just want to save your face because you people know that you people have broken the Constitution. You people have broken the law. You have gone out of your own jurisdiction and your act as the Nigerian Armed Forces. Now don't tell law enforcement agency. I will advise you people to just let this young man go, because now go and embarrass yourself very soon. Next thing, my calculation now is say tomorrow now just carry and go court. That's if DSS, because next thing now won't carry and give DSS. That's if we never give DSS. Okay, let's say we don't give DSS. Tomorrow now just carry and go court saying that terrorism and blah blah blah, treason. No, terrorism I mean treason. The people should not be a joker. And this thing looks like, if no be say the person where ordered that they should go and kidnap Justice Crack, may they go investigate and whoever that order be, because it's not looking as if people like say Justice Crack don't expose you. Maybe they give you big money before. Make soldiers they take chop good food. As they can't go show that food now, maybe everybody will come to say, you know, they buy them better food. That's why you probably kidnapped him to shut him up. This is what I can see from all this matter. But like I said, you don't have the power to prosecute. So why did you arrest and investigate it? I say even in cases where you arrest a civilian at a very big crime scene, maybe in a crime scene where you carry bomb, throw, you catch civilian for where you go throw bomb. Soldiers cannot detain that person. You can just carry him, take him to the police station for investigation and possible prosecution. So what's the meaning of all this? Release Justice Crack. Calling on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you show you the see what people are under you they do. Calling on the Senate President, show people can see. The President of the lawmakers, can you see what the Nigerian Army are doing? Release Justice Crack and release him today. Release him now. You just embarrass yourself. I know you people want to save face. Now one can go court so that you go validate the law one and the break. You will embarrass yourselves because we say we're ready to come that court. Lawyers, they ground. We go march. Release Justice Crack and release him now. Peace and love. Don't play. Else people will learn and you will learn the hard way. Don't play.